Kick from Bell. Here's Patterson from the 2. Watch out for Patterson, and here he goes. Cordero Patterson trying to break free, cuts back. Could he get all the way? Patterson, touchdown Vols! 98-yard kickoff return for the score.
Tennessee and Arkansas, and Joe Adams, ladies and gentlemen. He did it before this year, but this is the craziest thing you'll see all season.
This is the run of the year to me so far. Watch him reverse field twice. He somehow gets out of trouble, gets back to the sideline. He's down the field. He's got a convoy in front of him. They build the wall. It's Joe Adams' 3rd punt return touchdown this season. That leads the football bowl.
That wasn't fair. He had that magic red circle around him, and nobody could tackle him because it gave him.
Sends this one about 7 yards in, and Joe McKnight's going to run it back. And McKnight with a ton of speed. McKnight into Ravens territory, being chased from behind, inside the 20, inside the 10, and he's in for the touchdown. 107 yards.
Look at Dree Archer along with, and there's Archer, his numbers, by the way. As we said, one of the top all-purpose yardage young men around the FBS and college football.
I'll be surprised if they don't try to kick it away from Archer. Nope, he's going to get it.
Buckle it up, everybody. This is Dree Archer from the goal line. Archer through a seam. Oh, baby, Dree Archer, see you later. 99 yards. Put the stopwatch on him. He got the 99 yards covered in about less than 10 seconds, didn't he?
Well, he was averaging 42.2. I'm guessing now it must be about 65 yards of return. Just take a look at this very well blocked up foot. That's it. He's gone. I mean, you give that guy a crack, and it is over.
By the time he hit the 40-yard line, I mean his own 40, it was going to the house.
As Fireman Ed speaks for the Jets fans often, and his exasperation shows. Less than scintillating performance the last 2 weeks. Joe McKnight trying to change that. There goes McKnight down the sideline. Chased by DeVere Posey. McKnight at the 20. McKnight at the 10. McKnight is in!
He takes the ball right up the numbers, and off he goes. Missed tackles, and he is gone. Great block by number 54, Nick Ballore, and Joe McKnight can finish.
In scoring play, so it gets reviewed to make sure he stayed in bed.
To the Eagles, and later on it was Lombardi bringing him out to the Raiders. Jim Harbaugh, that is. And this could be a run back from 9 deep for Jacoby Jones. And look at him go. Jones is past the 50, and he is flying inside the 20, and a kickoff return, 109 yards and a touchdown, an all-time record. There have been 108-yard returns in league history, never 109, and what a way to bolt right out of the locker room to start the second half.
You know, Jim, both you and I could not believe he was bringing it out of the end zone that deep. It was a line drive kick. I think that's what he did. He gauged it that it was that way. That gave him a chance to bring it out.
58-yarder, excuse me. From 58 yards away. Longwell got it away. And it comes up just short. And they're going to return it. This is Cromartie. That's Cromartie down the right sideline with a head of steam to the 30, 20, 10, 5, touchdown. That would be 109 yards on the return.
In fact, it's going to be a 52-yard attempt into the notorious swirling winds of Giant Stadium. If he misses it, the Bears will get the ball at their own 42. Eagles to put it down. Feely's kick. Pressure kick. Not even close. And now Hester, after hesitating, he's going to run it out. And Hester is going to run it out past the 40 into Giants territory. He is going to go all the way. Touchdown Chicago. And no flags. But now there is a flag all the way across the field at the 50-yard line. If it stands, it would equal the longest play in the history of the league. It would be 108 yards.
After the touchdown, personal foul, unnecessary roughness by the Giants, number 65. That penalty will be for the kickoff. Touchdown.
What a deke by Hester. I mean, the kick is short. He stands there as if, okay, that's it. I'm going to take a knee. He waits to see what develops. There he is, nothing. A little fake, and the next thing you know, it's a play that equals the longest play in the history of the National Football League.
Heck of a block.
Great block. Down the sideline he goes on a missed 52-yard attempt.
Did you think that he made that first move on purpose? I mean, that he was trying to draw him, lull him to sleep?
You know, you don't know with him. This kid was a phenomenal run back guy in college. One of the reasons they drafted him. He's run back 2 punts, 80 or more yards. He's also fumbled some kicks. But right now he has turned this into an 11-point advantage.
The Colts, maybe it was a blessing losing the coin toss.
This game is brought to you in high-definition television. So the Colts will be kicking away, and there he is, Adam Vinatieri, moving over this year as a free agent from the Patriots, leaving them as their all-time scorer, winning 2 Super Bowls for them in the end, and having another spectacular postseason. But Devin Hester, the rookie who was so dangerous, who went to college here at Miami, he led the NFC in both kickoff returns and punt returns. And the Colts have had a hard time all season covering kicks. It's Hester trying to work it back to the middle. Gets past the first wave, and here he goes. It's Hester inside the 30. Hester's going to take it all the way for a touchdown. And no flag, 92 yards.
Battle for the Minnesota Vikings. If I were down on that sideline, I might look to Patrick Ramsey just to give our team a chance to function.
Kluig tried to kick away from Hester. Devin got it at the 35. He hit it hard. Hester down the sideline. There's the National Football League record. 14 career returns for touchdown. But wait a minute. There's a flag on the near side. Buried over on the Vikings bench.
Wow.
So Hester, who almost brought the second half kickoff back, brings a 64-yard punt return back.
The Bears are celebrating.
Prior to the kick, illegal motion number 41 of the kicking team. That penalty is declined.
Absolutely.
Result of the play, touchdown.
And Devin Hester again enters the NFL record book. 14 career returns for touchdown, kickoff, and punt. Most in the history of the league.
That ball was a line
when will people
drive.
learn?
I don't know. That ball's a line drive. No one touches Devin Hester. Of the 14 returns for touchdowns, that's probably the easiest. But Lovie Smith told us last night, look, we're going to have a 53-man roster. If you're not a starter, you better be a core special teams guy, and you better be excited about blocking for Devin Hester. How can't you be excited for blocking for Devin Hester? All 11 of those men are going to get game balls, and that football's going to Canton, Ohio.
He also tied Eric Metcalf for the most punt returns in the history of the National Football League, number 10. A historic moment from Devin Hester.
Best in the NFL, 8.7 yards per return, has not returned one for a touchdown this year. Waits. And it's a line drive kick. Jackson bobbles it and now has to try and recover. Deshaun Jackson gets a block. Are you kidding? Deshaun Jackson still not in, and now in for the touchdown. No flags. Unbelievable. No time left. Eagles win.
First interceptions of Rob Ninkovich's career.
We saw this last week. When you get into these divisional rivalries, these two teams know each other. Oftentimes, they're going to be defensive struggles. Turnovers, special teams. Those are two areas that are going to decide this.
Dan Carpenter kicks to Brandon Tate from 4 yards deep. And Tate got a very nice block at the point, and it gives him room to get the sideline. And Tate, who took one back against Cincinnati to open the second half, has a 103-yard kickoff return to start the half. A touchdown. It was Sammy with the big block that gave Tate the sideline.
Well, oftentimes that's what catapults you in games like this. Brandon Tate, the all-time NC2A return leader, bounces it to the outside, and watch this burst. That's twice for Brandon Tate. What an impact play on special teams.
John, right on cue. You'll see the block right there by Sammy Morris. That freed up Brandon Tate, but special teams, you said it, John, be the difference in the second half.
You think it'd be that quick?
Extra point for Gostowski. That's the 8th kickoff return for a touchdown in the NFL already this year. We've had one in every week of the season. It took just 14 seconds, and you saw Morris there on the sideline who made the key blocks for Tate, who was great at North Carolina. He had a kickoff and a punt return in a same game for a touchdown when he was at
Good kickoff. Fielded at the 4 by Thomas. And they run the reverse. Fake it. And Thomas keeps it. Thomas has still got it. 45. Midfield. Can Adari stop him again? No, sir. Touchdown, Oregon. '96-yard kickoff return. That's his second kickoff return for a touchdown this year.
Needed something, Brent, and they got it from DeAnthony Thomas. A fake reverse, but watch the block. Remember when Adari made a play? Watch the block this time. This time they take him on head on. Get that kicker out of there and give DeAnthony Thomas some room to run. Here goes Brian Jackson, a defensive back that made the block. But last time we saw Adari cover that kick, he stopped DeAnthony Thomas. This time, they get enough of him to get him out of the way, and then Thomas makes the play in the open field, and there aren't many people on this field that can stop DeAnthony Thomas, the true freshman, in the open space and room to run.